Hello, everybody. Savvy Social Media and Online Business Strategy. My name is Nicole Stanton, and we have a ton of new people here in the group. So if you are new, welcome. Tonight, we are going to be talking on our regular Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Live. I do this every week. We are going to be digging into Clubhouse. And if you are an Android user, do not jump out. Do not jump out. I have a hack for you to be able to get on the platform. We are going to talk about what it is, why it's going viral, what it is that you need to know about it, and most importantly, how you can leverage it in your business right now in the beginning of 2021 and as we move forward. Hey, Brian, good to see you guys. As you guys are popping on, say that you're here. I always love to see and hear from you guys and see who's on. And then, of course, answer the question in the comments. If you are on Clubhouse, tell us that you are and let us know what your handle is. If you are not and you would like to be, drop the word invite in the comments and we will get the information to you. Let me see if I can edit that really quickly here. I don't know if it'll let me. If you're not and you want to be, drop invite. All right, let's see if that worked. This is so handy. This is StreamYard.com, guys. If you have not used this platform, it's an amazing platform for streaming and for sharing things on the screen like this. So definitely check it out if you do live videos. So first thing, let's go ahead and just give a couple of, hello, Sherry. Let's give a couple of updates and what's going on. Like I said, if you're new to the group, welcome, say hello, let me know that you're new, and I want to acknowledge you and shout you out and thank you for being here live. We've had so many people jumping in and registering for the Roadmap to Social Profits Bootcamp that we're starting again next week. So if you have not done so, get yourself registered. I will put the link up on the screen here in a little bit, and you guys, it'll be on there for the rest of the video, but here's what's new. If you've done this before, it's not exactly the same. So make sure that you're on here again and you're jumping in and learning. We are going to be doing Clubhouse rooms in lieu of the watch parties. I think I might actually still do the watch parties. It depends on how much time I can be at the computer, but I figure a Clubhouse room will be more effective for you to jump on, ask questions, and really get to know what's going on and be able to have that one-on-one coaching right then and there. And it will be the day after the live, since I go live at nighttime. We are going to have text message reminders. That's going to be new. We have the bots. If you have subscribed in the past, you have to resubscribe. It's a mini chat rule. Anyways, point of it being, the whole goal of this roadmap is to show you a flow and get all of your pieces lined out so that, I'm going to show you mine here in just a second, so that you have this step-by-step process to get your business from point A to point B, to know where you're bringing people in and how you're going to nurture them. Why can I not find my image? It's saved on my desktop somewhere. How you're going to nurture them, how you're going to walk them through that process so that they get to know you, get to like you, get to trust you. And when they are ready to buy, they can raise their hand. You need all of these systems in place. I'm going to show you mine. Bear with me for 1 second. I cannot find it on my desktop. There we go. Mapping my business flow. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And I just put this for my Academy students. I put this in the workbook that I need to send you a new copy of. But let me go ahead and share the screen. And I'll make this bigger. Whoops, go back. There we go. So the goal of the Roadmap to Social Profits is to actually create a roadmap, right? To say, like, here is what I'm going to do. Here is how I'm going to make it happen. So I will talk through all of this next week, and then we're going to talk about attracting and capturing your audience and how to do that. We're going to talk about honing in on your message and making sure that you have a unique message so that you're not the same as every other competitor that's out there. We're going to talk about how to nurture the relationship because sales statistics show us only 2%. 2. They buy right on the, right off the bat. What do you do with the other 98%? Because if you are not nurturing them in some way, if you don't have a container to house them and to make sure that you can love on them, you are losing out on a ton of revenue. And I want to help you fix that. We're going to talk about how to convert all of those leads into cash and what to do to go above and beyond and really wow your audience. So that is coming next week. You're going to want to make sure you're registered. I will put the link up on the screen. Good to see everybody popping on. If you are jumping on and you haven't said hi yet, please say hello. I love to see who's on, whether you're on live or on the replay. Let me know that you're here. All right. So that is what's coming up next week. Let me check my notes. All right, let's jump in. Let's jump in and talk about Clubhouse. So if you are on Clubhouse, let me know what your handle is. If you want to follow me, you can search my name, Nicole Stanton, or at socialmedia.nick. I'll put that on the screen here, socialmedia.nick. And the cool thing is this handle is searchable, by the way. So let me tell you a fun story. Yesterday, we were driving in the car. My husband and my kids and I were driving in the car to go to a birthday party for our college best friend's little boy. And I got a voice memo from a woman on Instagram who has over 15,000 followers. Instagram's not my jam. If you're new to me, I know a lot about it. It's just not where I choose to build. I love Facebook. That is like, I pour into this group. That is my home. That is where I totally love spending my time and my energy. But anyways, so this woman who had over 15,000 followers on Instagram reached out to me and sent me a voice memo and said, "Hey, Nicole, my name is so-and-so. I found you on Clubhouse. I was searching for social media. This right here, let me see if I get it right. This right here is searchable. When you put what you want to be found in your handle, it will pop up when people search it. Amazing." So she said, I am hosting an event. It's a 3-day, multiple hour a day event where I'm asking for experts to come speak on, particular topics. And I wanted to know if you're available, if you do public speaking, and if you would be open to speaking on my stage and, speaking to my audience. Like, absolutely. Let's talk more. This is the power of Clubhouse, my friends. Clubhouse it's so new. Nobody's an expert in it yet, but I will tell you, I have learned a whole lot after being on for, I guess, about 2 weeks or so. So let's dig into the couple of things that I think you need to know about Clubhouse, but I either have a dog or a kid at the door. It might have been a kid, but hopefully he doesn't come in. If you're new to me, by the way, I have 2 kids. They're 6 and they're 4. They're boys. They're 6 and 4. And sometimes they just interrupt because, mom life, bedtime. So there's that. All right, so let's jump into Clubhouse. What in the world is Clubhouse? Clubhouse is an audio-only app. Hold 1 second. Mom life. All right. So Clubhouse is an audio-only app. Kind of think like, podcasting mixed with TED Talks, mixed with live conferencing, all together. But what's really neat about it is you can just influence people based on what you have to say, based on the wisdom that you bring to the table, not how beautiful do you look? How amazing are you on live video? How perfect is your picture? Did you put a filter on it? Did you do the fun things in your stories? All the things, right? I love that stuff and I teach that stuff. However, this is a level playing field. And if you have value to bring to the table, people will listen. That's where it is so, so cool. So you can sit in, they're called rooms. You can sit in these rooms with people you've never heard of, and they're pouring into the audience. You can sit in rooms with people like Grant. I've sat in rooms with Grant Cardone, Les Brown. I mean, some of these like big name people. Russell Brunson's been on there. For those of you that are in the network marketing space, most of the generic network marketing trainers, your Rob Sperry and Bob Heilig and Fraser Brooks, all those people are on there as well, right? They hop in these rooms and they just go back and forth. And the cool thing about it is they ask people, if you have questions, come, raise your hand. There's a feature where you can raise your hand and come up onto stage. Number 1, it's free coaching from people who know a lot of stuff that you may or may not know. Number two, it's exposure. It's a way for you to put yourself on a platform. Anytime that I have spoken on the stage, I get all these new followers. And it's not just followers for the sake of following. They are following me because they liked what I had to say, right? So it's not a vanity metric thing. It is truly, these are people that were in some way impacted by what I shared or what I asked or what I, gave to the conversation, that they said, I want to hear more from this girl. So what is it that you can provide people that is different or unique? And start thinking about that as we go into next week and we talk about our message and what makes us unique. What is the message that you share that's unique, and how can you use that on Clubhouse? Okay, so I'm looking at my notes. If you see me looking to the side, I'm looking at notes. It's kind of like 24-hour podcasting. You can hop on, hop off, jump from room to room. You can go in and you can see, hey, I'm interested in this and this and this. And then it'll suggest rooms and it suggests people to follow, and you can set notifications, all the things. It's really cool. So here's the one thing that I want to start with. Your voice is your tool. It's not about the camera. It's not about the picture. There are no likes. There are no comments. There is no way to dialogue unless you are having a conversation. So many of you will know business is all about building relationships. How better to build relationships and true engagement than to have dialogue with people right then and there and on the spot. And that's why I wanted to shift the watch parties. I've done these boot camps now. This will be my 6th time doing the boot camps. And I've always hosted watch parties, which are great. And some people ask questions and I can respond right then and there. But why not pop over and have a Q&A room where people can jump on and ask the questions right there, and they don't have to watch it and wait for me to type back a response. They can actually hear me and we can talk and have dialogue. How powerful is that? Think about the network that you're currently serving, the clients that you're serving. If you have a Facebook group, could you deepen your relationships through conversations on Clubhouse while simultaneously expanding your network because of what you're talking about? Just start thinking like, oh my gosh, growth strategies, right? So you get this real human engagement. So first point, I think I said there were 5 points. First point is your voice, your wisdom, your knowledge is what you bring to the table. Nothing else. You could literally be sitting in the bathtub and talking, drinking a glass of wine. I don't care, right? Like, it is simply what you have up here that you're sharing with people. Number 2 is it's real human engagement. It's talking to people. And we are so lacking that right now in our society with all that's going on. People love connection. So we talk about engagement on social media and how it's really powerful. This is like hyper engagement because you get that real time feedback right then and there. And it's not always coaching. You'll also find that some people have just dialogue back and forth. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you on. And yes, you need to get on. Kristen, you're bored with Facebook. See, this is the thing is Clubhouse. It keeps it it's just popping. I'm telling you guys, it is so cool. And I will sometimes sit here and just have it on in my phone, and I'm putting away dishes, I'm folding laundry, I'm putting on makeup, whatever it is, and I'm just listening and absorbing. But naturally, some people, while you're sitting in the room, and I'll show you in a minute, while you're sitting in the room, people start looking at profiles because that's all they have to look at. They're listening, and if they're on their phone, you can multitask and minimize Clubhouse and do other things, which is a huge plus too. But anyways, people will look at your profile. So I have lots of tips on that. That's for a whole other training. But this is where perfectly then. Number 3, your profile picture and your bio is really, really important. So let me actually share my screen. I have a fun little feature on, yes, exactly, like podcast, but totally better. I have a fun feature on my computer where I can share my screen. So let me get that set up and I will share with you guys. If you're finding value, guys, please invite your friends. Michelle, it is only for Apple, but here's the hack. Get an old phone, get an old iPad. All you need to do is have Wi-Fi. You don't need data. So you can go to eBay or wherever you buy old devices, Facebook Marketplace, and probably get like an iPhone 2 or 3 or 6 or whatever, super cheap. And then you're able to get on the app. So how fun would that be to be able to get on? Let me share the screen here. It should be pulling up my phone. All right, so I just want to show you, and I'm not going to go through everything. So the app looks like, by the way, if you're seeing my sweet kids who are coming in the room, it's this one who popped in. All right, so we have Clubhouse, and I'm not going to go through all of the things here. Again, this is for another training. I just want you to think through the strategy and how you can leverage this for growth, for connections, for relationships in your business. So if you come up here and you search, I'm going to search social media because I have it in my handle. Look at that. I am the 5th person who pops up when anybody searches for social media. So think like, what is your niche? What do you want people to search for? How do you want to be known? Because they're probably not searching for your name. But if you click on mine, you have unlimited space here. So you can talk about all kinds of stuff. So I have, I don't know if it's going to let me pop into a room while I guess it probably will. I'll just turn it down. Okay, well, see there's only 8 people in this room. I don't know who Jeff the entrepreneur is, but apparently he's a really good entrepreneur. There's 8 people. I could pop in that room and have conversation. There's only 2 people on stage speaking, but that's like a super close-knit little conversation, right? Some of these get to be thousands, 568. So let's just say I wanted to, how to find your why Q&A. I'm going to turn this down so y'all aren't hearing it. And never mind, it just told me that I might get suspended if I'm recording. So we're not going to do that. But basically, you can tap on somebody's profile and you just see these first 3 lines, 2 to 3 lines. So on mine, I'm really strategic in what I'm putting there. I'm a social media strategist. I'm a founder of the Social Profit Academy, which you guys are going to hear about next week. And I love my Academy students. I have a free 5-day event starting 1/18, right? So if people are coming to my profile and they're finding me, guess what? I've had people register for my event from Clubhouse. That is free traffic. Yes, I pay for Facebook ads. Anytime that I do these boot camps, I pay to promote it because it helps me get the word out there. But this is free. So just by getting up there and speaking, it's just free, which is awesome. Okay, I've partnered with a global wellness and CBD company. Then I talk about, I have to scroll in here. Here's my free event. I don't know if I can zoom this in any further for you guys. Let me see if I can. That's a little better. Here's my free event. Here's who I help. Join my Facebook community. So I've had people come over, right? Are you interested in an additional stream of income with an affiliate, yada, yada, yada. I kind of put like my mission statement. I'm a firm believer in blah, 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 blah. I'm looking to connect with, more about me. And then the only thing that's on here that's clickable is Instagram and Twitter. So then when you pop over to Instagram, I have, my tap link is here. I have a 5-day boot camp. Here's the information. So it all just ties together. But I've had people come find me on Instagram and message me and say, hey, I really liked what you had to share. Someone asked me the other day, hey, I found you. I see that you have a network marketing company and you do coaching. Tell me more about that. I'm kind of interested, right? So it's just a really powerful way for you to, let me stop sharing my screen, for you to connect with other people. So there's that. I could go in, all the depth as to, get on the screen here, how it works and why it works as far as the how-tos. I can do another Clubhouse room if you guys want that. But just think big picture here. How can you leverage this to scale your business? So what else did I want to share with you guys? Exit. All right. Hold, please. The nice thing about sharing my screen is that I can share my screen. The bad thing is I need to move it off my notes. All right. So the other thing I want to share is that profile picture. If you notice, mine was bright pink. There's a way you can do that in Canva. So people, if you're in rooms of 500, which I wish I could have shown you, but it told me I'd get banned, the bright backgrounds pop out. So people naturally go click. So your profile and your bio matter because it attracts people to you. It helps them decide whether or not they want to follow. It's a really quick thing, right? And here's the other thing. Kind of I think this is the 5th part. Oh, it's still talking. Don't talk, Clubhouse. Oh, that's funny. It's so addicting. I've heard people say it's like crack house. Yeah, if you don't set intentional time and purposes of being there, or like I said, put it on in the background and put your phone down while you're doing other things, you're going to get sucked in and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I was there for hours. And some of these rooms last for hours, and they'll have 5, 6, 10 people moderating the room, and then they come and they go and they come and they go. Here's where I want you to think about this. For those of you that say, I need more leads, I need to find more people, get yourself on Clubhouse, okay? People are listening to topic-specific rooms. So think of it like a giant mansion. And then you have all of these rooms where, for lack of a better word, cliques of people are hanging out. So you have your room of people talking about MMA and karate, and you have your room of people talking about business, and you have your room of people talking about spirituality, and you have your room of people talking about health and wellness, and your room of people talking about fashion. And then within each of those rooms, you have little bitty subsets of people standing in the corner having their own conversation. That's what this is. So you can pinpoint, I want to talk about wellness. I'm going to go focus on wellness rooms and be around wellness people and connect with wellness people because they like being well and healthy. And guess what? I have wellness products, and chances are something could come of that. I want to focus on business. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to be in my business rooms. I'm going to have these conversations and build these relationships. Don't have commission breath. Don't go in just like trying to sell people. Build relationships, connect with people, and things will come to fruition. So the couple of stories I want to share with you was that woman reaching out, asking me if I could be a speaker for her event coming up here. It's like the first week of February. She did say I need to promote it to my list. So I will be sharing more about it once I get more of the information to share. But just think through the power. Now, here's the other thing is fear of missing out. Anytime a new platform opens up or a new feature on a platform, it's like, ooh, if you can be an early adopter, you are in good. I'm not a huge fan of Reels and TikToks. I know many of you guys are. You like them to consume them. I'm not a creative person, so creating them is not in my wheelhouse. That's not where I choose to spend my time. But I will tell you, if you are doing them, you're getting more traction and more visibility. If you are on Clubhouse and you're on early and you can snag a handle that's searchable, that's not taken already. If you can create, some of these relationships. Oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you and I can't show you. You're creating relationships with people who are typically moderating rooms. There's like 3 segments of the room. So you have the people on stage, and then you have people who are not on stage but are followed by the people on the stage. So it's like the VIP seats. And then you have the rest of the audience. So think of it like a conference room, right? If you go to an event and you pay for the VIP seating, you get that. So I have some connections that have huge audiences, and they followed me. So if I'm in a room with them, sometimes if I see they pop on, I may not want to participate in the room. I just pop it on and leave my phone down, because now my face and my bright pink picture and my smiley face is up there as Nicole, someone that so-and-so is following, someone that this person who's on stage and speaking thinks enough of that they want to get information from Nicole. So now you're tapping into those people's audiences because they're starting to look at your profile as well. So again, if you're looking for leads, if you're looking for connections, if you're looking for ways to attract your audience, which is one of the things we're talking about next week, make sure that you're on, if you have an iPhone or an Apple device of some kind. And if you don't, you can get an old one. All you need is Wi-Fi. So I'm sure you can find something pretty inexpensively on eBay, Marketplace, something like that. Let me just scroll through and see if I've got comments that I need to respond to. Good to see Kristen on, Andrea on, Brian Triva. All right. Debbie's on. Good to see you guys. And if you're watching the replay, let me know that you're here. Just say hi. That's all I've got as far as Clubhouse. It is huge. It will be growing. It is invite only. So if you do need an invite, let us know. And I'll put this back on the screen. If you're not on and you want to be, drop the word invite and we'll start the train up again. We need to figure out who was the last person to be on the train. But here's the thing, guys. I want this to be an attraction source for you, a lead generation source for you. But that's not all you need. Social media strategy is not just I'm going to post and hope that they reach out to me. It's not just I'm going to message the people, and if they message back, that's great. I don't have a container. I don't have anywhere to put them. We need the full circle. You need to attract the leads. You need to know what you're speaking about. You need a place to nurture them, because sometimes it takes a while. You need a place and an easy way for them to raise their hand and say, hey, I want to work with you, or I want to buy your products, buy your services. And then you need to show up for them. So that's what we're talking about next week in our roadmap to social profit. So if you are not registered, let's get you registered. If you are, shout yourself out in the comments. Are you registered? I want to hear yes. And with that being said, I have an Amazon gift card winner for you guys. In order to win, you had to comment that you're registered, you're subscribed to the bot. Those both got you entries and inviting friends. So our winner is Rhonda Dobbs. Rhonda, I will be reaching out to you, and congratulations, by the way. I will get an Amazon gift card over to you. Thank you so much for registering. And you guys, I'm pumped for next week. It is going to be so much fun. It's high energy. I'm usually live for, 40, 45 minutes or so. And then, like I said, we're going to add in the Clubhouse rooms for Q&A. I will schedule this out. I will provide you with the links. It's going to be amazing. So if you're not signed up yet, let's get you signed up. Cassie thinks she's registered. Debbie will get you an invite. Post and pray is not a strategy. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that's what most people do. And that's what I've done in the past too. I'm just going to post and people will come to me. But it doesn't work that way. And so there's so many other things that are a part of it. Go back. You can watch the replay, pause it on the part where I showed my map. I'll bring that up next week as well. Academy students, that is one of the things we are working on. But guys, I have so much fun sharing this with you guys. I cannot wait for next week. So I hope you're registered. If you're not, let's get you registered. And that's all I have for you for tonight. That's it. Enjoy Clubhouse. I will see you in the group. Invite your friends to join us next week. It is going to be a killer week, and I am super duper pumped. That's all I have. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Good night. Love you guys.